Hello everybody, it's me, the Coaster Gnome, and I'm out here in the Coaster Woods. What's the Coaster Woods? Why don't you stop asking stupid questions? No, but in all seriousness, I just wanted to wish you all a very happy new year. I hope your year was full of lots of fun and joy. Yeah, how did my year go? Well, I'm so glad you asked. This year was my first year on YouTube. I posted 14 different videos total across 4 different series: Amusement Adventures, Planet Coaster Creations, Midway Games, and Zero Credits and Counting. I was at an amusement park 6 days this year, 2 of which were spent at Silver Dollar City, 3 of which spent at my home park, Knott's Berry Farm, and 1 of which spent at SeaWorld San Diego / Belmont Park. My credit count did not actually grow that much this year. I only actually gained 6 credits, bringing me from a total of 43 credits at the beginning of the year to 49 credits now. My good friend Gerstlauer the Coaster Cone, however, had a much bigger increase in credits. He went from 0 to 15. However, I still have 49 credits, which is way more than him. So he's not catching up quite yet. And in this very special episode, I'm actually going to be ranking the top 15 of my 49 credits. So, without further ado, let's hop right into the list. At number 15, I have Manta at SeaWorld San Diego. Manta is awesome. Its 2 launches are quite forceful for a mock coaster, and it has so many pops of airtimes and snappy lateral moments. This is, in my opinion, the perfect family coaster, as it's thrilling enough for thrill seekers and adults to enjoy, but also tame enough for the younger kids to get a kick out of it. To me, Manta is the definition of pure fun, and it's a perfect way to kick off this list. Now, my number 14 spot is Montezuma's Revenge. Now, you may be wondering, Braden, is there any rhyme or reason to the location you're choosing to do for each of these little segments? And the answer is, well, not particularly. I mean, the reason I'm kind of here is because there's a big, giant swing back there, and it goes back and forth just like Montezuma. Which is my number 14 coaster, as I've already told you. Montezuma in its original form was awesome. The loop was full of bone-crushing positive G's, and the launch was super punchy. The 2 spikes were also incredibly floaty. I just hope the renovation is as good, if not better, than the original. But, as you know, we will see. Sticking with Knott's Berry Farm, up next is Silver Bullet, the B&M invert. Sure, the quote-unquote drop is kind of pathetic, but everything after is incredible. The inversions are powerful and whippy, and holy crap, that ending helix is insane. People really don't give this ride enough credit. It's so much fun. But it's not actually my favorite coaster by B&M. That coaster is later on the list. So coming in at number 12, I have Full Throttle, a coaster all about living life on the edge, so I'm sitting on the edge. It's the best that I can do. Full Throttle, located at Magic Mountain, is a really good coaster. The loop has an insane amount of airtime, the launches are forceful, and the airtime coming over the top hat is insane. The finale is a touch underwhelming, but other than that, it's a very well-rounded. My number 11 spot goes to Hang Time at Knott's Berry Farm. Hang Time is exceptional. The vertical lift hill is the perfect way to kick off the ride, and the holding brake at the top builds suspense perfectly. The ride's layout is also incredible, with the twisting mess of inversions twisting around itself in a compact web of track. And the light package for this ride is incredible. This ride looks amazing at night, as well as during the day, as it's a spectacle for non-riders. Hang Time is truly outstanding. Coming in at number 10 is West Coast Racers, a surprising little coaster. It does not look like much, but this ride is so much fun. The first wave turn gives some shocking ejector airtime, and all the inversions are so much fun. The racing aspect also adds a whole lot to this coaster, and I love how you're guaranteed to race every single time, unlike another coaster that's a little bit further up this list. At number 9, I actually have Switchback at ZDT's. This might be a bit of a controversial pick based on what I have above it, but I swear by this little Gravity Group wooden coaster. Don't let its size fool you, this ride is incredible. It has many great pops of airtime and some incredibly snappy transitions. And the creativity to use the layout twice by having the train traverse the whole layout backwards is just genius. I hope more of these Gravity Group shuttle coasters are built. I'm just sitting here every time I move the camera, find a new location to shoot, I'm just like, Braden, why couldn't you have just done your top 15 like everybody else does, just a voiceover. That would have been so much easier, but here I am, so on to the next coaster on the list. Going from a wood coaster with a transfer track to a steel coaster with a transfer track, my number 8 spot goes to Powder Keg Blast Through the Wilderness. This coaster is so underrated, it's not even funny. Everyone praises this ride's launch, and rightfully so. It's incredibly powerful and forceful and gives a great gut-wrenching feeling. But everything else about this ride is also exceptional. All of this ride's hills gives amazing floater airtime. In fact, I would say it has the best floater airtime of any coaster I've ever been on. And the setting is truly breathtaking. Powder Keg is amazing. Next up is Tatsu at Six Flags Magic Mountain. This coaster is legitimately crazy. The majority of this ride is incredibly graceful, as you soar high above the mountain that gives the park its name. And then there's the pretzel loop. This element tries to rip your face off with insanely intense positive Gs. Overall, the juxtaposition between intense and graceful is incredibly jarring. Tatsu is in fact currently my favorite coaster by now. I absolutely cannot wait to get back to Magic Mountain to ride it again. Staying at Magic Mountain, we're going to the park's GCI wooden coaster, Apocalypse. I love wooden coasters, and this one is no exception. It has a bite, but it's not rough, and it has so many great pops of airtime. It's also themed exceptionally well. This happens to be my second favorite coaster at Six Flags Magic Mountain, with some notable exceptions seeing as I haven't ridden X2 yet. My favorite coaster at Six Flags Magic Mountain will actually be a little further up this list. We are now entering my top 5, and spearheading my top 5 is Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City. This ride is so good. It has moments of intense ejector airtime, but it's mostly just pure fun. This coaster has one of the best first drops of all time if you're in the back row, and it's very re-rideable too. The launches on this ride are also pretty fun, though they aren't insanely forceful. That, however, cannot be said for the next coaster. And that ride is Accelerator. Accelerator has the best launch of any coaster I've ridden, pretty much easily. And the top hat is also filled with incredible airtime, just some of the best you can ever experience on the planet. And the rest of the ride with the overbanks and stuff is just sort of helping to round it out. Definitely deserves to be in this spot. So yeah, I just hope they can get it back up and running as soon as possible. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next ride. I did it safely without hitting anything, because I'm in a field. Wood plus steel equals RMC, which just so happens to be the manufacturer of my next 2 coasters on this list. The number 3 spot going to Twisted Colossus at Magic Mountain. This is without a doubt my favorite coaster at Six Flags Magic Mountain. RMC did such a good job with this ride. They packed it full of insane ejector airtime and crazy inversions, like the Top Gun stall, which is probably my favorite inversion of all time. I just wish it ran like West Coast Racers ran, guaranteeing you a duel every single time. If it did, it would be even more elite than it already is, and it might just push it ahead of the coaster that I currently have in front of it. But probably not, because this next coaster is Outlaw Run at Silver Dollar City, and honestly, this is just a mind-blowing coaster. Its setting through the woods is absolutely spectacular, and this ride is truly a masterclass at pacing. It keeps it up full force all the way from the ejector airtime-filled first drop to that double barrel roll finale, all the while having that incredible wood coaster feel that I love so much. All of this is what makes Outlaw Run my second favorite coaster of all time, but it's actually another wood coaster that takes the top spot. And that coaster is, in fact, Ghost Rider at Knott's Berry Farm. Man, I love Ghost Rider so much, and it's not just because it has awesome airtime, incredible pacing, incredible laterals, and it's such a long ride. All of that makes Ghost Rider just incredible, right? But that's not the only thing. The thing that also helps to push Ghost Rider to the top, and don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic coaster. It'd probably be at the top regardless, but the thing that pushes Ghost Rider for me and sort of sticks it there is the fact that Ghost Rider is the ride that made me become an enthusiast. It's one of my favorites, and personally, I think it'll always be my number 1. All right, and there you guys have it. That is indeed my top 15 coasters. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And seriously, guys, thank you so much for watching this video and all the other videos I've posted before it. It seriously means so much to me. And make sure to stick around because next year has the possibility to be absolutely crazy. I cannot wait. All right, guys, I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing New Year's Eve. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you all in 2023. Bye now.